This is page 12 and 13 in the blue book called Shortening Bread. I hope you'll take time to look up what allegro means. And at the top says syncopation in 4/4 time. Now, in this time, the syncopation is going to occur in the middle of the measure, not carry over between two measures. So let me demonstrate that. Right in the very first measure, we find it in the second measure. And you just have to look for where that little tie line is, and that's where the syncopation occurs. This song's probably going to take a couple of weeks to get through, and probably a good idea to just learn the right hand, concentrate on the right hand, maybe learn a couple of lines of just the right hand, and then try to add in the left hand on those two lines. I'm sure those lines will be repeated somewhere else in the song. Break the song down into smaller parts, and it doesn't matter how many weeks it takes us to complete. But syncopation is something that occurs a lot in music, so we need to get used to it, and we need to know how to count it. So let me demonstrate. In the first measure we have mix up the flour, then you'll be fed. It means 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Alright? And then down on the second line, that is an all 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and over on page 13, we find 4 instances of the exact same thing, but they all involve syncopation. If you look right in the middle of the second line, it says mix up the flour, and it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down on the next line at the end, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and very tricky. Nobody really likes syncopation, but it's a big part of music, so we need to practice it and master it. So I don't think you'll have too much trouble if you practice just the right hand alone and then try to add in the left hand when you think you've mastered the right hand, and take the song in bits and pieces. Now the chords in the left hand are a little bit on the tricky side also. We look in the very first measure, we start with the 3 finger and the 5 finger on the F and the A. And we go mix up the flour, then we go, the 5 finger goes to the E, and the 2 finger plays the B flat. So it goes 3 5 2 5 3 5 2 5 2 3 2 3 4 3 5. And now down here we got 5 5 2 5 and 5 2 5 2 3 2 3 4 3 5. And that's pretty much repeated on page 13 also. Now watch out for the natural over there on Mama's going to make a little shortening bread, so it goes, you see that? 2 3 2 1 4 5. And then the very last two measures goes 2 3 2 1 2. Quite a challenging song. I would suggest practicing the left hand alone, and then try to put it together. Not going to be easy to do though, is it? So let me see if I can. Okay, with words. It's a then you'll be glad. Mama's gonna make a little short princess. That isn't all she's gonna do. She's gonna take a little call. Mama's baby loves short things. Mama's make her baby love short things. Mama's make her baby love short things, short things. Mama's make her baby love short things. It's gonna fly, and you'll be fast. Mama's gonna make her live short things, live life. Very tricky song. We won't have the masters, but we will spend a week or two.